What I want to talk about today is the concept of taking responsibility and accountability for the realities in which you are finding yourself, and the reason why people have a hard time doing accepting that idea, and why they're still stuck in the victim mode. One of the biggest reasons is people have the hard time is they are accepting the physical them, the one that they see in the mirror every day, the one that they interact with, the one that has the feelings and emotions, that is who and what they are. And when they are attempting to change the reality in which they find themselves consciously, in other words, they're saying, well, I want this, I want to go do that, I want this to happen, and it doesn't happen as they're requesting, they then can accept the idea that in fact they did create the reality, because they still believe that the physical entity that they are dealing with and seeing is what they are, when in fact the physical, what we call the physical being that we are seeing and dealing with every day, is not the one creating the reality. We did create the reality, but it's not on this physical level. We're not creating it as we go along. We are experiencing the reality and realities that the what we would call the spirit aspect of ourselves decided that we are going to experience. So we are creating it. It's simply not at this level here that we consider physical. And the people who are still hung up and caught on the idea of the physical being who and what they are, and not being able to accept the idea that they are accountable and responsible for the life that they are living, are because they're still stuck in the ego image of themselves. The ego image is the physical manifestation of what we see. When you're able to move beyond that concept to understand that, yes, in fact, you did create the realities that you are experiencing, but you created yourself into a physical manifestation in order to experience the realities that you have already created. And same with making the decisions. Again, other people are going to disagree with that, and that's fine. I'm simply basing this on the experiences that I have had and the things that information has been downloaded into my head as to what's going on when I ask questions and get answers and have other experiences basing on that. So the idea that people don't want to accept responsibility for the realities that they're in, the life that they're living, means they're still playing the victim mode. And that holds true even if you believe that your soul is being trapped when it leaves your body, that you have to ascend or descend, you have to learn this or you have to learn that, you have to clear these levels or that level. All of that stuff is all trapping yourself, and it takes away the accountability and responsibility for your life, because you're having to do something outside of yourself, or someone else or something else is responsible for holding you and trapping you and keeping you adhered to what we call the earthly reality. Now, if you believe that other entities are out there that are trapping you when you leave your physical body, you are never going to escape. You'll never get away, because it is not within your control. There's not going to be anything you're going to be able to do that. So you have to get past the concept of victimhood. Now, people who will think that they are spiritual in nature, they will think that they are awakened and aware, but they still accept the idea that they can be trapped, that they have to do these different modalities in order to be able to escape, are still holding themselves as a victim. It's on a different level, but it's still a victim. It doesn't matter how you look at it. So the idea is to understand and accept that, yes, you created the reality you are living. Yes, you are fully responsible for the reality and the life that you are living. It's not the physical you that is the one that's responsible, but it is the physical you that is experiencing what it is you have already created. So until you start to understand the physical you is only an ego manifestation in order to experience this reality, you are going to claim yourself to be a victim. And you'll never be able to move beyond that unless you are able to understand that who and what you are here is not who and what you are. It's simply an aspect of what you are.